he be the first full-bred homegrown Filipino in the NBA? Fresh off his stint in Australia, we check in with Sotto, his trainer Jeremiah Boswell, agent Joel Bell, manager Patty Scott, and the preparations for the upcoming NBA draft. My name is Gretchen Ho, and with me today is my partner, veteran broadcaster Kinito Henson. A good morning to all of you from Manila.
Good morning, Gretchen, and
good morning,
all the guys here. We're so excited to talk to Sotto, and of course, the team that's behind him, the team that's behind trying to put him in the NBA.
How's your training?
Everything's going well. First couple of days, it was a bit struggle, a bit jet lagged, but my team around me helped me. I'm very happy with what we've done so far, and I'm looking forward to what we're going to do in the next couple of weeks. Thank you.
Heritage, how does it feel to be now so close to being picked in the NBA draft?
It's exciting because it's gonna be first. I think it's the first time that full-grown Filipinos has been this close. But I'm still just focused on working hard every single day to improve and to get better and to be ready when the draft comes. And I'm just excited and nervous at the same time, but I can't wait.
Kai wasn't invited to the NBA draft combine. Now, were you previously advised that Kai wouldn't be invited to the combine? And will that somehow affect his chances of being drafted? Joel?
I was not surprised he wasn't invited. Teams that scouted Australia this year, which surprisingly, given the history of Australia sending players to the NBA, is not as extensive as one might imagine. We're very enthusiastic about Kai. That's why we have so many teams that want to bring him in for individual workouts. And we actually already have commitments from at least one team that said, if he stays in the draft, we'll draft him. We have that already. What needs to be understood is there's a lot of sort of gamesmanship when it comes to the NBA pre-draft camp. Whether he remains in the draft or doesn't this year, that's going to be up to Kai and anyone he relies on for advice. And we need more information, which we'll have by June 13th. We don't have all that information right now because he hasn't visited NBA teams in person. I am strongly convinced, believe, that when he visits NBA teams in person, they're going to be kind of dazzled. Now, that doesn't mean that he's going to stay in the draft or not. That's going to be a decision he makes. But I'm very confident they're going to be pretty dazzled.
Kai, how are you preparing for the workouts that are coming up? Are you watching tape now? Are you doing research? Tell us about your prep work in detail.
As I said, Jeremiah has been helping me prepare, and I've been working out almost every day and working out twice a day, and just on the mental side, Jeremiah's been helping me, and he just gives me the confidence that when you prepare well, you're gonna do well. So in my workouts, he really pushes me on the court and on the weight room as well. So I think I'm confident with what I'm doing right now with the path I chose, and this upcoming weeks will be tough, but it will be exciting as well. So
we've been working on just Kai as a whole, right? This week we're actually going to transition into what he's going to see at these team workouts specifically. And so we know his first workout, we know a conditioning drill that they do every time that every player is in there. We know the format of their workout. And so we're going to start getting into that a little bit this week with Kai. Don't want to overwhelm him, don't want to put too much pressure on each little drill either, but just he will know what he's walking into. So
as a 7-footer, what do you think would be his edge? And how many have you seen the other 7-footers in the NBA draft?
Yeah, I think Kai is unique and special just because of his skill set, right? Like first of all, you hear all the conversation from Kai, you hear all of us, and Kai really has a growth mindset, right? Like, he's focused on the big picture of getting better every day, working hard every day, and getting there. So, like, this timeline that we're putting on it and everything, where he goes and the pressure, he's just focused on getting better, which I think is most important. His skill set is unbelievable, right? With that size and length, his IQ and ability to just play the game with his mind, to see the floor, to pass the ball, to shoot the ball. He can really do everything. So he's pretty unique in that. Now, I think there are things that he can always improve on, right? And you see this a lot in the NBA. There's a lot of small ball. There's a lot of switching on pick and rolls. And so, like, how's he move laterally? Can he switch on to guards? How does he play the pick and roll? Can his conditioning and his shooting? Because in any pre-draft workout that you go to with any team, you got to be able to shoot the ball and you got to be in great shape. So those are kind of the base items that you have to capture. And then, he's gotten better. He's gotten tougher. He's moving better defensively. And I think more importantly, even than his lateral movement, is I think now he understands how long he is. Like, before, when I saw him at TSF, he was so tall, so long, but he realized the impact he could have by just putting his hand up, or how he changed shots or blocked shots. And I think he's realized that. And again, that's just a part of his process. So he's getting better. And I think those things are going to, as Joel mentioned, like, he's going to dazzle some people. He looks like an NBA player.
Yeah, if I can say this here, his skill set for a guy 6'9" is off the charts. Let alone a guy who's 7'3". And I'll go back to an analogy I make sometimes, that diamonds are really expensive because they're rare. So's Kai. And so he's going to be a valued commodity. He's a valued guy.
From you. Let's go to Kai. I mean, we've seen you grow leaps and bounds from your Gila stints here, and moving on to the NBL, where you managed to have a career high of 21 points there. You also won MVP from all of the fans. Your jerseys, if I'm not mistaken, was one of the highest selling jerseys. What have you learned in your stint in the NBL with Adelaide? And how has that made you tougher as a basketball player and matured?
First of all, I want to thank the team, the organization, Adelaide 36ers. I believe they really helped me develop and improve as a player and as a person. And living in Australia at first wasn't easy, but I just saw how they welcomed me as a teammate, as a player, and I'm just very happy, and I think I really learned a lot since day one till the end of the season. I adjusted to the physicality, to the way of playing, and just also taking care of my body. I really learned much, and I just pretty much enjoyed my experience. If you're prepared, if you're well prepared, you're confident, and if you're confident, you're gonna do good. So that was my mindset in Australia. Ever since I played basketball, I just do my best to prepare, to do everything to be ready when the time comes. So that's what I've been doing, and that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I'm just excited for what's to come.